Part number 1 of the vlog being uploaded to YouTube right now. What does that mean? Time to read the second book, Found in Night. I'm so excited. The way that they describe the Dragori makes me happy in this book, and I'm gonna sing about it. I'm also very into the cover art here. Ooh, Stormy, what are you doing? I don't know if you see her. Look at her. She's sitting on the corner of the chair and watching the video. Stormy is my tech support and also my emotional support. Yeah. If you haven't watched my video that is part 1 of this, go watch it, because while it won't help you understand anything happening in this video, you will know the names. I'll check in when I feel something. Okay, so, fell asleep very fast. I realized that in the last video, I didn't explain the plot of this very well. So, if you didn't see my first vlog, go watch the first vlog. It's a fun time. We revel in the magic of gay elves and auto mechanics. Here is a bisexual, slightly spoilerific plot summary thus far. Zachariah. Dude's an elf. Dude's been brought to the kingdom to do elven shit. It's not been told what they're doing yet. King is like, yo, all these fucking elves, you're gonna come with me. All you fucking elves gonna go home. These fucking elves that came with him, it turns out they're all shifters, which means they can shapeshift into different animals. However, what is up? What is that? Zachariah ain't no shifter. His ex sure is. His ex, Preterer, which is Peter with an R, an extra R, who's a dick. Can't stand him. He's a shifter. Shifts into a crow. But Zachariah is not. Zachariah does know that he is some sort of a magical elf. He's not a mage because his dad isn't a mage. And he's not the other one because his mom isn't the other one. He's not a shifter, but he can control elements and other shit. And it's pretty crazy. He meets the Prince Hadrian, who turns out is also one of those people, one of those elves that can control shit. Life keeps going, etc., etc., etc. Lots of dark shit happens. Preterer is a dick and siding with the king. Zachariah and Hadrian are creatures called Dragori, which means that they're elven offsprings of druids that the elves that were created to destroy the druids during the elven versus druid war. And they're basically they're like part dragon. They're like half dragon, half elf. And it's pretty badass. A key element to them is that there's like 4 Dragori, and they each control like one element, like air, earth, wind, fire. Insert Avatar: The Last Airbender theme song here. So I'm really into that. I read like 10 pages last night. There was one battle scene. It was pretty brutal. It wasn't even a battle scene. It's more they came upon a bunch of dead bodies. So, yeah. But I'm gonna keep reading until pole class, so. Okay, I'm back. I'm on like page 20. I have to get ready for pole class now, so I have to stop reading. But I just had to say, this book is so sad already, because Hadrian and Zachariah, which they're lovers, and it's so cute. Hadrian is so hot. Hashtag hot for Hadrian. Anyway, Hadrian doesn't know that it was a druid and not his father, that his father's dead, and it was a druid impersonating his father that, like, caused all this pain and suffering and shit. Because Hadrian's a prince, by the way. And Zachariah's been told by the empath that he can't tell him, so now they're just avoiding each other, and it's really sad. And I know that that's a trope, but I love that trope because it makes me sad. I'm gonna go brush my teeth and go climb on a pole for a bit. Good morning. I didn't read yesterday, so we're gonna binge this book today, vlog the whole experience, uh, post it by tomorrow because tomorrow's Tuesday, and have a gay old time, with gay elves. So, I'm ready. Let's go. Okay, there's absolutely no reason for this, but I don't fucking trust, Christelia. Don't know why yet, but I don't. So number one, Prince Hadrian's really hot. Still. Gets hotter as these books continue. Number two, Naya's growing so much more powerful and really fucking cool, and I'm loving it. Number three, Prince Hadrian, right now has heart fire, which means his entire fucking body's on fire from the inside, which means he is quite literally hot in more ways than one. Therefore, I believe it is time to employ the hashtag hot for Hadrian. I will be continuing this vlog only saying hashtag hot for Hadrian whenever I have something to say about Hadrian. So that's it. There is a phoenix. It is potentially a pet, definitely being ridden. Its name is Jerk. I am so happy right now. This phoenix is the cutest fucking thing I've ever read in my life. Another character update. I'm assuming that his name is Yasserov because it's Jasrov, so I'm thinking Yasserov, like Russian, but I don't know if that's correct. Yasserov is an elementalist, and he has a familiar named Belle, who is a red fox, and I'm obsessed with these two. The characters being introduced in the second book are so good. And we have our first horror element. This fucking creature in the lake is terrifying. I will say, I need an entire actual just horror book from Ben Alderson, because like with this scene, and then also like the opening scene in The Lost Mage, I feel like we could get some really dark shit out of this, because you're just, Ben Alderson is such a good writer. It's so good. It's so good. But that was freaky as shit, and I'm only on page 94. Hello. Oh no. Hello. I have read roughly another 100 pages. When we met the goddess, the whole description of her with 3 heads that each present at a different age was so cool. And like the way that I don't know if this is correct, but from what I read, she presents differently to each individual person for what they associate with like those ages and those things. And it like it was so cool and very beautiful. Also then the zombies, the little like army of the undead for a second was fucking terrifying. I don't know if it was in our, I'm just there. I'm not sure if it is yet an army or just one person, but the undead are present. Therefore, I turned the page and got my answer. It was a singular undead body. I rescind that statement. I read 2 more paragraphs. It is indeed an army of the dead. It is not just one, it is a fuck ton of them. Morning, guys. So, I think I have a sinus infection. Fully vaccinated, so, you know, all my good stuff. Let's finish this book. Okay, so I'm gonna stop and talk about I'm enjoying the very small seeds that are being planted here. Where, is the camera even pointed at me? I think it is, whatever. Where, Zach is like, he's like, English. He's like having like things where like his Dragori powers like come out and shit, his magic comes out, and he like goes way further than he expected in like battles and shit. Like it gets much more violent than he expected, and he's like, it's not me. But there isn't like this, you know how usually when there's like, oh, this character's going dark, there's like shit happening, it's very often written like, oh, this isn't me, and there's like a fuck ton of emotional turmoil and whatever. I've always kind of had a problem with that because I don't feel like people are socially, like, are like self-aware enough to realize that they're getting that bad until they hit the bad, you know? And I enjoy that we are, at least from my understanding, kind of watching him go down some dark paths a bit. Not like fully, but he's gotten a bit dark for sure. In I can't really non-spoilerly way, non-spoilerly, I can't really discuss that in a way that doesn't spoil these books for people who haven't read them. But he's kind of gotten a bit dark, and he's not fully aware of it yet, and I enjoy that. I will check in a bit. You guys, I forgot that the queen was a lesbian until page 223, and read the sentence "the queen and her wife," and got very excited. It's fine. And so, fun update, I have no voice. Hoping it's a sinus infection, we'll just say. I am fully vaccinated, so fingers crossed it's a sinus infection. That just means the rest of this content is going to be very ASMR heavy. I'm gonna sound like one of those rich women in movies in the 1980s that murdered their husbands and only speak like this in soft, low tones. Here's the thing. Tiv owns me. Tiv, this little 6-year-old elf that is just the sweet little 6-year-old elf that works in the kitchen. As a person who probably shouldn't have children, I want to be responsible for the well-being of this child. I would like to protect them, adopt them, ensure that they become successful adults. This is what I want. Please and thank you. Tiv! Sweet Tiv! I love Tiv so much. I loved him before when I first met him. I am almost done with this book, and Tiv is playing a part in a way I didn't expect. This book had quite a twist at the end. I'm not quite done yet. Oh, excuse me, sorry, I burped chicken nuggets. I'm not quite done yet. Tiv better be safe at the end of this book. I'm gonna cry so hard if something happens to Tiv. My motherly instincts are reaching out. I finished the book. Holy shit. Once again, the ending is insane. Please buy these books. Ben Alderson is an incredible fucking author. And he's doing a lot for the queer community and putting people of like multiple queer voices into fantasy that doesn't revolve around them being queer. It's just so refreshing to read wonderful things like this. Like, so far, not once have I read a book by Ben Alderson's where the plot line or the like magic system or the power revolved around them being queer, or being outed or not being accepted for being queer. That's just really nice because that's a rare fucking thing in fantasy. Anyway, I'm gonna go to sleep. If you enjoyed this video, thanks for sticking around and helping out. And if you want more chaotic bisexual content, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell so you can get my videos whenever I decide to post them. This has been the Bye Book Boy. I am saying bye. I don't know why that felt weird, but